What's up? If you're coming in, let me know if you can hear me. I'm trying to, why is no one here, bro? I just turned it on. I guess you're first. Crazy. What's up? This is my first time, doing a proper live stream on YouTube. Let me know, guys, immediately let me know, is the quality good video? Because I wish I could show you right now. Maybe I'll find a way. I've got like a chair with a table with a couple of boxes, my laptop sitting up on it, and then my camera behind, like trying to make it reasonable quality. Trying to make the audio, let me know if you can hear the audio clear in the mic. Let me know if it's clear. Let me know if the video quality is decent. Let me know if you're on your phone. If you're watching on your phone, is it vertical, horizontal? I've clicked the setting where it's like both. Apparently YouTube lets you do both at the same time. That's crazy, huh? So I've clicked the option to do dual streaming. Like, what's this way? Horizontal and vertical at the same time. So let me know how you're watching, if the video is good, if the audio is good. Please let me know in the comments. I've got the comments right here. Audio repeating. Audio is echoing. Damn. How do I fix that? Your audio is echoing a lot. Uh-oh. Damn. How do I fix this? Check. What about now? What about now? How's my audio now? Is my audio okay? I clicked some button. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if the button's gonna work. Let me know how the audio is right now. Everyone's saying audio lag. That sucks. Quality is good. Do you need an editor? What's up, Mike? I'm looking for an editor right now. Yes, long form. I've been posting a long form video every Saturday, except this Saturday because, damn, still echoing. Should I take this mic off then? Let's see if the mic comes off. Mic is off now. Tell me how the audio is. Maybe the audio from the phone is enough. I don't think it'd be good quality though. Let me know if the echo audio is good right now or not. And let me know how you're watching. I want to see some comments. How are you watching? Are you watching long form, like on a laptop or something, or are you watching like vertical? I'd be super curious to know. Mayank, have you DM'd me on Instagram? DM me on Instagram, Mayank, because we're going through some editors now. There's still echo. I got the same mirror. Hell yeah. You know where I got this mirror? Put in the comments, by the way, a little clue. Better without the mic. All right, cool. Let's leave the mic off for now then. This mirror, I live in Gora. Take a guess. Put it in the comments where you think I got this mirror from. If you're a true Haryanvi, you will know. You should know. I live in Gora. You should know. Audio for phone is good enough. Beautiful. Let's keep it at that then. What's going on, everybody? First, guess where you think the mirror is coming from, and then in the comments put your name, where you're from, which city, country. Probably in India. I guess it's late to be from Australia right now. It's damn late. Even I was trying to get online by like 8:30, and I was playing with all the settings. I had to download all these things to come live proper. But I thought I'd come say hello. Oh, Soumya, infamous Banjara. Crazy, actually crazy. Nice, the infamous Banjara. Bro, half my house is Banjara market, I swear. That's how you know I'm a proper Desi now, huh? A proper Desi. I'll try to come a bit closer as well. Maybe you can hear me better through the phone. Paranjolpali, what's this? Mayank, hit me up Mayank, if you message me on Instagram, I'll see it after this live stream. Do not stress, but message me. And also, Mayank, please have experience, because I had a few people message me like, I only edit on my phone, I've never edited before, all these sorts of things. I need someone that actually has some long form editing experience. And don't ask me for references. Go check out my YouTube channel for references. You should get an idea of what I want. And if you genuinely feel like you can deliver like a good quality edit to this, at least the standard or not better of what you've seen on my long form YouTube channel already, then hit me up. But if you feel like You know what I mean? I'm sifting through, I'm not just giving charity donations to everybody, you know what I mean? I'm looking for a really good editor. So if you actually feel like you are the man for the job, then hit me up in the DMs, we'd love to check it out. Aussie by try Parunapoli. What is that? What is Parunapoli? Your short form content works more than your long videos. Yes, I know, because short form content these days is killing it. But, and I've posted like 1,000 long form short form videos, right? My long form I've only posted 20, 25, something like that. So I'm still learning the game of long form. Long form game is super, super hard. And something else I want to get into is live streaming. So if you guys have ideas of what you'd like to see on the live stream, even if it's different topics. Today is more just like, it's late, let's just check in, let me play with the live stream and see if it works, these sorts of things. But I would like to have like a weekly series of live stream. We can debate like Indian thing versus Australian thing. I like this idea of India versus Australia. We can talk about food, we can talk about weather, customs, traditions, dating, anything taboo, we can talk about it live, and we can discuss different perspectives together. I think that'd be so cool, like once a week, hang out all together, to get to know each other, at least once a week, and just talk about our different backgrounds, our different perspectives, who we are, our different cultures, and maybe how we can learn from each other, the different aspects of life from different parts of the world. I think that would be super, super cool. So let me know what you think about that. This is what I'm thinking of doing and would love to explore. Would love to explore live streaming. I like live streaming. I actually live streamed a bit before I started Aussie Buy. I had this other social media thing, which honestly didn't really perform that well, but some of the live streams on TikTok were good. So I enjoyed live streaming, I enjoyed live connection, real-time connection, in-person connection. If anyone here has met me, I like that. I enjoy making content and making reels and editing and these sorts of things and having editors, but the live is what I like the most, honestly. That's what I like the most. So I want to go live more, would love your inputs on the sorts of things you would like to see live. Is there something we can sit and chat, and maybe I can have some, if I have friends over, we can do a live stream and talk about our experience as foreigners in India, and get your perspectives and answer your questions about how we live as foreigners, what we like, what we don't like, the differences, all these sorts of things I think would be super, super cool to check in once a week and just detach from the online creator. You know, I want to actually connect with you guys a little bit deeper and get to know some of you guys that come in on a week-to-week basis and remember some of the names and all those sorts of things. You have DM me, Mayak, legend. Vegemite, see these are the kind of questions we want. Vegemite or Chaya One Prash? I don't even know what that is. Damn, you guys are hitting me with tough stuff. I don't know what any of these things are. It's a sweet dish. Aha, interesting. We have a nice team. We can do that. Awesome, Mayank. Sounds good. But Vegemite, the key with Vegemite, for those that know what Vegemite is, it's like this sour, it's like a salty Nutella. It's not Nutella, but it's like salty. Australian classic. The key with that is to have a little bit. You don't want to smother it like you do with Nutella because it's sweet. Vegemite is like the Australian spread, and you just put a little bit with a little bit of butter maybe, and then it's actually got a little saltiness with that creaminess of the butter on a piece of toast. Magnificent. I love your food-related videos, Saket. I appreciate you. Also a little echo. Your voice is not that audible. Damn. That's not good, bro. How do I fix this? Let me try connecting the mic back again. Because a little bit of... What about this? How is that? How is the audio now? I've clicked like mute on one option and then unmuted the other. What do you guys think? Your voice is not that audible. Let me know if the voice is more audible now. Is it more audible now? I'd love to know. I think maybe. Try my best. Put in the comments, guys, where you're coming from, which city. If you have any questions, can I do like a little questionnaire or something? Yeah. How do I do a little questionnaire? Show your support for the Aussie Buy. Engage with your audience. Start a Q&A. Ask me anything. Ho. How do I go back to the chat? Questions. You can ask me anything. Live chat. Pretty cool. Audio problem solved. Ho. Audio problem is solved. This is fantastic news. Thank God, bro. Watching from Bombay. Pratik. I want to come to Bombay. Bombay, I want to come this month. I gotta book a trip to Bombay this month in the month of May, because when was the last time I went? I think February was the last time I went. I think I went just before my birthday in February to Bombay. And I love that city. I was there November, I think it was there December, Jan, Feb. I had 3 or 4 trips. And the vibes are immaculate. Everything's pretty damn cool in Bombay. So I need to get back. I will be planning a trip, 80% chance I'll be planning a trip in the month of May. Not too far from Delhi, you know what I mean? So that's the plan, I'll have to hit you guys up. Pune, so many people are in Pune. It's crazy. Like before I moved to India, obviously I'd never heard of Pune. Delhi you heard of, Mumbai you heard of, but Pune, every second person either lived in Pune, came from Pune, their family's in Pune, everyone I speak to. I don't know if there's like mass migration to Gurgaon from Pune, I don't know what's going on, but everybody's in Pune. Watching from the Himalayas, Aki? Damn, that's crazy, now I'm jealous. Dubai, you deserve more subs, Ayush. I agree, Ayush, but we're working on it, and we're not taking the existing 69K for granted either, by the way. I'm happy with 69K, super grateful for 69K. We started with, I think like 8 months ago, or 7, 8 months ago, we were on like 2, 3K. I just somehow got 2, 3K, you know, just from reels and blah, blah, blah that I posted, YouTube shorts, all these sorts of things that I posted, and then it got like 2K subs. And then when I started, it was so funny, even though my long form haven't got me many views or subs, as soon as I started going really serious on YouTube, long form, posting every single week, you know, getting a team together, videographer, editor, these sorts of things, my subscribers just started growing, and my views started growing on short and long form. I had a couple of videos over 100,000 long form views, which is really cool. And so we've got from like 2, 3K 7, 8 months ago to now 69. Hopefully we'll crack 70K sometime this week, and hopefully sometime very, very soon we'll be crossing that 100K. I think do I still get a plaque at 100K? I don't know. I don't even know the details. But for me, it's, you know, I would love to be on more. Of course, everyone would love to have more and be on more than they are right now. But of course, very grateful for the existing almost 70K subs. It's honestly, by the way, for some context, some of you might not know, I'm a corporate guy. Like I worked as a CA in Australia for 5 years, and then I had, you know, had a total 8-year professional corporate accounting career, finance career. I'm a finance bro. Like I sat with a suit and a shirt every day at a desk at a computer for 8 years. And then to now be at this point where I'm making content full time and of course generating some money, that's how I'm paying for my lifestyle and paying for the ability to, you know, go to Dada, for example, and film and take my team there and all these sorts of things. But generating enough money to survive, to pay for my life and to actually create and curate this content is a blessing. It's an absolute blessing to come from that corporate background and now here, somehow here. Honestly, I have no idea. Don't ask me how, I have no idea how, but somehow here. It's unbelievable. Questions, next content idea. That should be a question for you guys. Next content idea? Honestly, the big next thing I really would love to do is what I'm doing now, live streaming. This is something that I don't think many creators do. It's very intimidating, it's very scary. How do you speak, like, I'm speaking to no one right now. I'm speaking to you guys, but I can't hear you or see you. I can just see your words. But I enjoy it. I don't mind. I still feel like I'm connecting with you guys, even though it's not the same as having you all in the room right now. I still enjoy it so much. And so for me, the next content idea, and that's probably like a different answer to what you're trying to like ask me, but I want to explore live streams. I really want to explore live streams. How can I connect deeper with the audience? And then in terms of like actual ideas, I got to figure it out. For long form, this is the hard part for creators and for me. Short form, long form, and live streams are all different games. Like I cracked short form, like not crack, but you know, doing pretty well. My views are pretty good on YouTube. Great on, you know, my following count is pretty good on Instagram, over 200,000 there. So it's like, all right, I got short form. Now let's start long form. And it's a completely different game. You can't really apply any of the learnings to long form. So now I'm starting that learning journey on long form and slowly getting better and learning and these sorts of things. My first 10 videos, I think I got like less than 1,000 views. And then now I've cracked, you know, 4 or 5 that are over 100,000 long form views, which in today's market is super hard. And now live stream. You know, live stream, I really want to explore live streams. And again, it's a completely different game because there's no edit, there's no pausing, there's no redo that take. There's nothing. It's just you guys, we're having a conversation. It's live. There's no repeat. There's no cutting. There's no editing. It's just real and raw. And so they're very different games, and I want to explore, I guess, what you guys want to see from me from those 3 different platforms, because I want to be doing all 3. I'm loving doing all 3. And I guess I got to explore what the content ideas are for each one. That was that question. Can I select question? Shit. When are you coming to Pune? I don't know. I probably need to do some a trip in Pune, no? But I don't know. Nothing planned at the moment, honestly. I would love to watch your travel vlog in India. How can I? This is. I probably should do some more travel videos because the reason why. So I don't do vlogs. You guys might have seen or noticed, or maybe not noticed. I don't really do vlogs, and the reason why I don't do vlogs is because I like to film and create content, but I don't like to spend all my time on a phone. You know what I mean? So for me, I have my set time of the day or the week that I'm filming, and then I try to put my phone away and not film anything. If I'm out with friends, if I'm at dinner, if I'm traveling, I will take what I need to take, that I've planned to take, and then I won't film anything else. No more videos, no more photos, nothing. Almost nothing. And so this is the problem with me in vlogging, is that I'm not very good at like always having my phone out, always capturing something, always, you know, like I prefer to stay in the moment. So yes, I probably need to explore vlogs a little bit, but I'm not a vlogger because I like to put my cameras away, my phones away, and just enjoy the travel that I'm experiencing. You know what I mean? So that's a complication with me in traveling and vlogging. Would you visit Rajasthan also? I was just in Jaipur like 2 weeks ago. So of course, Rajasthan very close to NCR, of course. So for me, yeah, it makes sense to explore Rajasthan more, and the culture and the history there is amazing. So I do need to go to Rajasthan more. I've been to Jaipur 3-4 times, Udaipur 3-4 times. I've been to, what's it called? Where's the small town where Holi Festival is crazy? You guys can remind me in the chat. Where is like it's famous for Holi Festival being insane? I'm sure you guys will remind me in a sec. Live chat. I don't know how much delay there is. Come to Gurgaon. I am in Gurgaon, sir. Love from Indore. Appreciate you. Go IRL. I know I could do IRL live streams, couldn't I? Anyway. Yes, I've been throughout Rajasthan and I absolutely love it. The culture is incredible. Have you met Agu? No, I haven't met Agu. I have not met Agu yet, but I'm sure in some time I will. Can you do some watch along stuff? Maybe some MasterChef connect Indians to that world. MasterChef Australia? MasterChef India? And by watch along, you mean like I'm watching something and commentating and speaking about it? Is that what you mean by watch along? Because that sounds pretty cool. Have you met Agu? When did you start living in India? Fantastic question. Can I select that question? I don't know if that comes up on the screens to you guys if I click select that question, but I assume maybe it does. So the first time I ever landed in India to live was the 7th of January 2019, guys. Over 7 years ago. And I lived in India and worked in India as an accountant, managing a team of people working for Australian clients here in Gurgaon for 1 year, and I absolutely fell in love with India. I spent a year here until COVID hit. Obviously, with COVID, things were complicated and scary, and so yeah, we're back. I think we're back. I don't know what happened, but we're back. Let me know if you can hear me. There was a few things that just disconnected. I don't know why, but hopefully you can hear me. But yes, 2019, I lived in India for the first time, and then 2 years ago, the start of 2024, I decided to quit my life in Australia and move back to India. So that was 2 years ago. I randomly just started making content. I was trying to help, for those that have been here for a while, many of you probably not, the first year of creating content was creating content for Indian international students that were moving to Australia to study. And I was trying to help them with like cultural transition, right? Because India and Australia are very different places. And so I was trying to make content to help smoothen that transition for them. And that was super fun. That's how I got the start of my community and people started engaging. And I think I got to 40 or 50,000 Instagram followers there. And that was a really cool foundation. And then I found out I actually kind of enjoy making entertainment content. And that's when I pivoted about a year ago, April 1st last year, I pivoted to more entertainment content. making content, about Indian culture and, the nuances of what it means to be a Desi Gora. So, but the answer to your question, I started living in India for the first time in Jan 2019, and then I left 2020, and then came back in March the 5th, 2024. And I've been like more or less permanently here since then. I wish government would do something to make India clean. I know, sometimes it's not so great. Would you visit Pune? Absolutely, I would visit. I need to make a trip. Would you visit Jaisalmer in Rajasthan? Become Jaipur is mostly tourist. Yes, Jaipur is very touristy, but I do like it. I haven't been to Jaisalmer though. I haven't been. Go to Bihar. Hey, Bihar in the north, huh? Who was I talking to Bihar? Yes, my friend the other day is from Bihar. Also, I hear a lot of people from Bihar. Yeah, it's cool you guys get the little badge, the little crown with the #1. That's pretty cool. Maharashtra, bruh, always in Maharashtra. At least Mumbai. I need to go to other parts of Maharashtra as well. Do you have Indian citizenship? Great question. I do not. By the way, is it coming on your screen that there's a Q&A or not? I can't see your view. I don't know if I can. Maybe I can I watch myself? Let's see.
50%. And you think this is...
I'm clicking on my own stream to see what it looks like. It's hilarious. Can I fucking... Oh, yeah? Oh. Cool, I guess. All right. Back. Sorry, I was just literally watching my own screen. If you have questions, put them in the questions. Close question. Questions, do I have more? You should visit Northeast if you like scenery and nature. Absolutely, I plan to. Oh, why is it so laggy? Live chat, here we go. Yo, Andy, I live in Sydney and want to book a trip. South seems tropical. Yeah, book a trip, bro. The easiest trip from Sydney, Australia is like the Golden Triangle, Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. You get the Taj Mahal, you get Delhi, the capital, lots of flights to and from, and Jaipur is that cultural experience. So that's the easiest one. South is very cool though. South is super beautiful. I haven't spent much time in the South, to actually tell you the truth, but it's much more beachy, it's much more, I think, relaxed, much more calm, much more nature, unless you want to go up north into the mountains with a lot of nature too, these sorts of things. I like your content a lot. I appreciate you, GOAT. Your favorite state in India? Favorite state? Honestly, I don't really have a favorite state, I don't think. Like, I mean, I live in Haryana. I spend most time in NCR. I love Mumbai as a city. I don't really have a favorite state, honestly, I don't really. Your thoughts on Indian politics? I don't have thoughts and I don't get involved. And interestingly on that, many of you also won't know this, as a foreigner, we're not allowed to have public opinions on politics. So actually, if I even had an opinion, which I don't really look into politics, even in Australia, I'm legally not allowed. Keep having issues. I'm good going. I want to meet you in the future. Absolutely, we need to organize some stuff. That's cool that you guys get crowns, like top fans. That is pretty cool. Invite for chai in Richmond. Sounds good. You're a good guy. Thoughts on Indian politics, wildlife sanctuaries, politics in all countries are the same. Absolutely, man. Froze again. I know. I don't know what's going on. It's freezing. Lag, they were back. Joining for China Richmond Park. We need to at some stage. We need to. Have you ever been to Udaipur? Udaipur is like probably my favorite city in India, I think. I absolutely love Udaipur. I've been there 3 or 4 times. I took my father there. I took my best friend there from Australia. And I've been 1 or 2 other times as well. I absolutely love it. How much do you make, GOAT? I net negative, if that's what you're asking. So I've actually been eating into my... Like I said at the start, I don't know if you weren't here, I had an 8-year corporate career and I've been eating into those savings net for the last 2 years since I moved here. So I have lost money if that answers your question. And the reason why I've lost money, of course, there's money from brand deals and these sorts of things, but I'm investing in myself and investing in the brand. And to do that, I need to spend well, firstly, I need to live in India. I don't have family that I can just go live with for free. So I have to pay for my rent, I have to pay for all my lifestyle, I have to pay for everything, right? If I'm going to travel somewhere, I have to pay for that. So this is when I first moved to India, immediately costs are coming out of my bank account. And then for filming my YouTube videos, I've just become monetized, but you earn almost nothing early days. Like you guys have seen my long form views. I'm not making much money on that at all. Like not even enough to cost to cover the cost of like one YouTube video. And I'm trying to publish and edit 4 per month and film like 6 per month. And I need to pay videographers, editors, all that sort of stuff. So when you take into account the cost of producing craziness, sorry. Do a stream in Modiji, I will. But yes, sorry. Yeah, when you consider my lifestyle, the cost to actually produce the content, I am down over the last 2 years quite a bit. I've dug deep into my savings. So yes, life is good as a creator, but you have to manage the expenses, and hopefully I can start saving a bit of money now that my profiles are growing and some brands are approaching me, these sorts of things. I'm hoping I can, right now I'm like breaking even, honestly. At the end of every month, I'm like breaking even. Dead serious, I should have taken a screenshot. I had like 3K rupees in my bank account at the end of last month. So I'm like kind of breaking even right now to answer the question about how much I make. I know it's not the beautiful answer, but that's just what the answer is. Everyone's saying you're milking money out of the Indian economy, all this sort of stuff. It's like, bro. I'm spending so much money, and then the GST and tax and everything, it's crazy. How much is the cost of living different now? How much is the cost of living different now compared to Australia? I would say to live the exact same life in Australia would be at least 3 to 4 times the cost. And what I mean by that is like maids and house help and cleaners and all that stuff as well. Because obviously that is very cheap in India, right? And in Australia that would cost a lot of money. But rent in a good area is not that different. Rent is probably like 20, 30% more in Australia maybe for a similar, maybe double. If you said like a really good area, same size, these sorts of things, maybe double the rent. But then some of the other costs, like any services that involve people, like house help, these sorts of things would be like 10x, at least 10x, if not more, way more actually, probably 20 to 50 times the price. So yeah, the cost of living the exact same lifestyle with the help and the jugaad and everything and Blinkit and Urban Clap and all this sort of stuff would be like 5 or 6 times the price in Australia. But you don't live like that in Australia. You don't have Blinkit, you wouldn't have house help in Australia. So my life is probably, like just my personal lifestyle here is probably about, including rent and just food and stuff, is probably about half the price of living in Australia. But then I don't have any of these services and luxuries that I have in India in Australia. I don't have any of them in Australia. No Blinkit delivery, no house help, no instant made on Pronto, none of this, nothing. So it would be still double. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. Bro, do you watch? Rent's killing me. Yeah, no. Yeah. Rent in Australia is tough. Have you met Andrew Tate? I have not. Do you permanently live here? Can I pin these comments? These questions? Not so much. If you've got questions, put them in the question chat, and I can. I've put like a Q&A up somewhere. If you know how to do live streams, you should know. Oi! You should make a video on Golden Temple. Hey, in Amritsar, I should do that. Can I pin the comment? Select question. Hey. Something happened to the live. Sorry, what do you do for a living except this? I now do this for a living only. You might have missed it in the live stream 10, 15 minutes ago. I was a CA, a professional corporate guy, finance guy, chartered accountant in Australia for 8 years. And then now I've quit everything and become a content creator. That's essentially the long story short. But yeah, I do this full time. We're back down. I am sorry, guys. I gotta fix this for the next stream, I guess, huh? How old are you? I am 31 years old. Turned 31 this year. That's how old I am. Okay. How's your time going in India? Ayush, amazing. I absolutely love it here. Of course, there's ups and downs. If you've ever lived in India or been to India, which is probably all of you, you will know India is not for beginners. So of course, there's ups and downs, there's challenges, there's difficulties. It can be tough some days. I have no family here, no childhood friends or anything like that, of course. So yeah, the journey can be honestly up and down a lot. But it's one of those places that's so rewarding if you just show it some love and connect with the country, connect with the people, embrace the community, the culture, and that's what I'm trying to do through my content as well, is actually just enjoy it and be a regular person that lives here and goes to the gym and has the routine, not a traveler, not a backpacker, not someone that's trying to show the worst side or trying to even only show the best side. I'm just living here. And I've just embraced that and I'm trying to show that through my content. And so because I'm doing that and I'm just becoming like a regular person in the way I live, I'm enjoying it, I'm enjoying I think the regular ups and downs that a lot of people have. Of course, my journey's a bit different now that I'm kind of a content creator and on that journey in terms of what I do for work. But yeah, it's super cool. I absolutely love it. Do you permanently live in India? At the moment, yes. So yeah, I spend 80% of my year in India. I go back to Australia 1 or 2 times per year to see my family for Christmas and things like this. I might do a little bit of travel here and there, but 80% of my year is in India the last 2 years. What is land down under? Land down under is just a slang term for Australia. Because if you look at the map of the world, Australia is quite down south, and so we just call the country the land down under. We come from a land down under. That's what we say. Where are you right now? I am right now in Gurgaon, Haryana, in my home. This is my home. Do you watch cricket? I watch cricket sometimes. But if I'm 100% honest with you, I'm not a gigantic fan, but I'm becoming more and more of a fan. My mum's a huge fan. And I do like cricket, so I need to start watching a little bit more. I need to start watching IPL a little bit more, and I want to get to some IPL matches. I'm hoping to get to some this year. So we'll try to do that. But yeah, I'm becoming more and more of a fan, for sure. Have you gotten your Aadhaar card? I have not. Would you recommend Australia for college? I liked it for college. To live in Australia is amazing. If you can get an education there and study and work and enjoy the culture and the lifestyle and the weather and the safety and everything, it's a super cool place. It's a place where nothing is cheap and you kind of have to live quite autonomously. Like you have to do your own laundry, do your own washing, do your own dishes, clean your house, all these sorts of things because it's too expensive unless you have a lot of money to hire people consistently to do it. Like in India, it's pretty affordable. In Australia, you have to live very autonomously and independently. So if you're not prepared for that, then it can be difficult. And this is the biggest culture shock for people that move to Australia to work or to study. It's that independence, that autonomous lifestyle. That's the way that Australian people live. So I think that's really the really big difference But if you're up for that challenge or you want to explore outside of you and become more autonomous, more independent, and get a great education, a global education, it's a country where they have some of the top universities in the world, then absolutely go for it. I really enjoyed my education time in Australia for sure. You should start a family at this age. Probably true. Probably true. My mum would say the same thing. Why live in India? You can't settle here completely. I just love it. Honestly, I don't know. I just love living here. I love the chaos here, the craziness, the opportunity, the culture. Just so many things I love about it here that I haven't really found and felt anywhere else. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's probably the reason. Why don't you take some online English classes or something you can get decent income for a few hours of work? Honestly, I don't think I'd get that decent income in India. You know what I mean? Like services don't pay that much money. I'm trying to just focus on content. Just focus on content creation. That's why. Alrighty, guys. I think we might leave it there. My camera's going in and out. My battery is getting low. All these sorts of things, and it's 10:30. That is this is my bedtime right now. What problems you face in your first years in India? That's a fantastic question, Ayush. Everything. Now, let me try to explain this. The big difference between living in India and living in Australia, if you're not from there, Australia is really hard to get into, like the visa and everything. And once you're there, everything works as it should. The system works, like, of course, some exceptions, but everything works as it should. Very easy to get a bank account. You can even get a bank account before you even arrive in the country as a student. All these sorts of things, very easy. India is the opposite. It's not that difficult to get a visa. I guess there's not that many people applying for long-term visas. But to live here, to get rent, to get a bank account, to get a SIM card, to get anything is so hard. Everything is so difficult. To get registered as a foreigner here is this crazy process. Police have to come to your house and this and that. So this is the hard thing about living in India. To get here is okay. To actually set up a life here is so difficult. It's all this documentation, all this bureaucracy, all these rules and this and that, and you have to do this, and it's tough. And because not that many people here doing it, it is just so hard to navigate. So that's the hard thing, is all the stuff that you have to do to be legally compliant and visa compliant. And I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm as compliant as can possibly be, but these are the hard things. Ayush. Have you done dinner? Yes, of course I've done dinner. I had pasta today, which was pretty yummy. Why can't 9 people, bro? Crazy, huh? I think because my connection keeps going off too. Huh. There's a logo there's too. Cool, guys. 38 minutes. That was fun. I want to do a little bit more structured live streams. I'm going to fix this video and audio that keeps disconnecting, and we are going to try to be more regular. I'm trying to do like maybe Sunday nights or Saturday nights or like evenings, like 7 p.m. Not like this late. I feel like this is a bit too late. But we're going to try and make it regular. If you have any suggestions, hit me up in the... I made a post just before this. Hit me up in the post comments or Instagram DM, anything like that. Let's come up with suggestions of what you guys would like to see. I kind of like being at home and checking with you guys doing a live stream because I know I can be consistent with that. You know what I mean? So let's keep in touch. Hit me up somehow if you got something to ask or something to say or make any suggestions. We'd love to see it in the post on YouTube. And we'll speak to you guys very soon. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one, and I'll try to be more structured around when I'm going live. So I'm just surprised I'm going live in 2 minutes. Like, I'll try to give you guys like a set day and time. So every week, 7 p.m. Sunday night, we're going live with Aussie Boy. So I'm gonna pick a time and a day and do my absolute best to be consistent with that, so we can all be on the same wavelength. Thanks guys for checking in. I appreciate it. Speak to you guys very soon. Any suggestions, put it in the comments, and I will speak to you guys very, very, very soon. Enjoy my content through the week. I'll try to be live ASAP as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, ladies and gents. Ciao, ciao, ciao.